5 heart-healthy habits to start today. It's easier than you think. When you think about improving your heart health, what comes to mind? For many people, the images are daunting: grueling workouts at the gym, bland and restrictive diets, and a complete overhaul of a comfortable lifestyle. The sheer scale of the perceived challenge often leads to the most common and dangerous outcome of all: doing nothing. We tell ourselves that we will start on Monday, or after the holidays, or when life is less busy. But the truth is, the path to a healthier heart is not paved with grand, unsustainable gestures. It is built, day by day, with small, simple, and consistent habits. The idea that you must change everything at once is a myth. In reality, the most profound and lasting improvements to your health come from making small, intelligent choices that you can easily integrate into your daily life. This is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is about choosing one positive action and then another, until they become a natural part of your routine. This article is your guide to starting that journey. We are going to cut through the noise and the complexity and focus on 5 powerful, evidence-based habits that can have a significant impact on your cardiovascular health. These are not drastic measures. They are simple, accessible, and designed to be started today, right now, without any special equipment or complicated plans. Think of this not as a list of rules to follow, but as a menu of opportunities to nourish your heart, calm your mind, and take empowered control of your well-being. Habit 1. Take a 10-minute heart walk every day. The single most common piece of health advice is to get more exercise, and for good reason. Regular physical activity is a cornerstone of heart health. But the standard recommendation of 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week can feel like an insurmountable goal for someone who is just starting out. The thought of finding 2.5 hours in an already packed schedule can be so intimidating that it prevents us from even taking the first step. So let us reframe the goal. Let us start with just 10 minutes. The simple act of taking a brisk 10-minute walk every single day is a profoundly powerful habit. It is a small promise you can keep to yourself, a daily investment in your health that pays enormous dividends over time. The key is to make it a non-negotiable part of your day, just like brushing your teeth. Why this simple walk works? That short 10-minute walk does more for your body than you might imagine. When you walk briskly, your heart has to pump a little harder and faster to deliver oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. This is a gentle form of training for your heart muscle itself. A stronger, more efficient heart can pump more blood with less effort, which reduces the force on your arteries and helps to lower your blood pressure over time. This daily movement also improves the health of your blood vessels. It stimulates the inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium, to produce more nitric oxide. This is a crucial molecule that tells your arteries to relax and widen, which further helps to lower blood pressure and improve circulation. Beyond the direct cardiovascular benefits, a daily walk is a powerful tool for managing 2 other key risk factors: stress and blood sugar. The rhythmic motion of walking, especially when done outdoors, has a meditative quality that can help to clear your mind and lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol. It also helps your muscles become more sensitive to the hormone insulin, which means your body can manage blood sugar more effectively, a critical factor in preventing the metabolic issues that contribute to heart disease. How to make your 10-minute walk happen? The secret to making this habit stick is to make it as easy as possible. Tie it to an existing part of your routine. Perhaps you take your walk immediately after you finish your lunch, before you have a chance to sit back down. Maybe it is the very first thing you do in the morning, before you even have your first cup of coffee. Or it could be a way to decompress after your workday, creating a clear separation between your professional and personal life. Find what works for you and protect that time fiercely. Put it in your calendar as an appointment with yourself. On days when you feel unmotivated, remind yourself that it is only 10 minutes. Anyone can do something for just 10 minutes. You will likely find that on most days, once you get started, you feel so good that you want to keep going for a little longer. That is how a simple 10-minute habit naturally grows into a 15 or 20-minute routine, and before you know it, you are easily meeting and exceeding those weekly exercise goals that once seemed so impossible. Habit 2. Add 1 heart-healthy food to your day. When people decide to improve their diet, they almost always start by thinking about what they need to remove. They make lists of forbidden foods: no more cake, no more chips, no more bread. This approach, which is centered on deprivation, often backfires. It can create feelings of resentment and is rarely sustainable in the long run. A far more effective and enjoyable strategy is to flip the script. Instead of focusing on what to take away, focus on what you can add. The habit is simple. Every day, intentionally add 1 heart-healthy food to what you are already eating. This small act of positive nourishment does 2 wonderful things. First, it ensures you are getting the specific nutrients your heart needs to thrive. Second, it begins to naturally crowd out the less healthy options. When you fill up on a satisfying, nutrient-dense food, you will have less room and less desire for the processed snacks and sweets that do not serve your health. Why adding, not subtracting, works? This approach is powerful because it is rooted in abundance, not restriction. It helps you build a positive and joyful relationship with food. Let us look at a few easy and incredibly effective foods you could choose to add. A handful of nuts. Snacking on a small handful of raw, unsalted nuts like almonds or walnuts is a fantastic heart-healthy habit. Nuts are rich in healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which help to lower your levels of the bad low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. They are also a great source of magnesium, a mineral that is essential for maintaining a healthy heart rhythm and regulating blood pressure, and fiber, which helps with both cholesterol control and blood sugar management. A cup of berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and other berries are packed with powerful antioxidant compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give berries their beautiful deep colors. Anthocyanins have been shown to have a direct, beneficial effect on your blood vessels. They help to reduce inflammation, improve the flexibility of the artery walls, and enhance the production of that all-important nitric oxide molecule. A serving of beans or lentils. Legumes are one of the most underrated superfoods for your heart. They are an incredible source of soluble fiber. In your digestive system, this type of fiber forms a gel-like substance that can actually trap cholesterol and prevent it from being absorbed into your bloodstream. Beans and lentils are also loaded with potassium, the mineral that helps your body balance its sodium levels and relax your blood vessels. How to make adding easy. Integrating these foods into your day does not require you to become a gourmet chef. The solutions can be incredibly simple. Add a cup of berries and a tablespoon of flax seeds to your morning yogurt or oatmeal. Swap your usual mid-afternoon snack of crackers or a cookie for a handful of almonds. Add a scoop of canned rinsed black beans or chickpeas to your lunchtime salad or soup. By focusing on adding just one of these foods each day, you begin a gentle but powerful transformation of your diet, one that nourishes your heart from the inside out. Habit 3. Master the heart breath. In our fast-paced, high-stress world, we often forget that our mental and emotional state has a direct and profound impact on our physical heart. Chronic stress is not just a feeling, it is a physiological state that can be a silent driver of high blood pressure and heart disease. The common advice to manage your stress can feel vague and unhelpful, so let us make it concrete and actionable. The habit is to practice a simple 1-minute deep breathing exercise several times a day. This is not a complicated meditation practice. It is a simple technique to consciously switch your body out of its stress response and into a state of calm. Think of it as a manual override for your nervous system. Why your breath controls your heart. Your body has two main operating systems in its autonomic nervous system. The fight or flight system is designed for emergencies. When it is activated by stress, it floods your body with hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which cause your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to constrict or tighten. This is useful if you need to run from a predator, but when it is chronically activated by work deadlines and traffic jams, it puts constant strain on your cardiovascular system. The rest and digest system has the opposite effect. It slows your heart rate, relaxes your blood vessels, and promotes calm and recovery. The amazing thing is that you have a direct physical control switch for this system. Your breath, slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing, activates a large nerve called the vagus nerve, which is the main highway of your rest and digest system. When you intentionally slow down your breathing, you are sending a powerful signal to your brain and your heart that you are safe and that it is okay to relax. How to practice the heart breath. A simple and effective technique is called box breathing. You can do it anywhere, at any time, and no one will even know you are doing it. Sit or stand in a comfortable position. Gently exhale all the air from your lungs. Slowly inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Gently hold your breath for a count of 4. Slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. Gently hold your breath at the end of the exhale for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle for 1 to 2 minutes. The key is to make this a proactive habit, not just something you do when you are already feeling overwhelmed. Set a reminder on your phone or computer to practice your heart breath 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once around lunchtime, and once in the evening. Use it as a tool to reset your nervous system and release the accumulated tension of the day. Habit 4. Create a simple sleep sanctuary. We often think of sleep as a passive state of rest, but it is actually a highly active and essential period of repair and recovery for your entire body, especially your cardiovascular system. Consistently getting poor or insufficient sleep is a major independent risk factor for high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Many people know that sleep is important, but they often neglect what is known as sleep hygiene because it sounds complicated. The habit here is not to achieve perfect sleep every night, but to create a simple sleep sanctuary by focusing on 2 or 3 key changes to your bedroom environment. Why sleep is a workout for your heart. During the stages of deep sleep, your body's rest and digest system takes over completely. Your heart rate slows down, and your blood pressure naturally dips by 10 to 20%. This nightly dip is crucial. It gives your heart and your blood vessels a much-needed break from the demands of your waking hours. When you do not get enough deep sleep, you rob your cardiovascular system of this vital recovery period. Your blood pressure may not dip as it should, and your body can remain in a state of low-grade stress throughout the night, with elevated levels of inflammatory markers and stress hormones. Over time, this chronic lack of recovery puts significant strain on your heart and arteries. Furthermore, poor sleep disrupts the hormones that regulate your appetite, making you more likely to crave the sugary, salty, and fatty foods that are detrimental to your heart. How to build your sleep sanctuary. You do not need an expensive mattress or fancy gadgets. The most important elements of a sleep sanctuary are simple and free. Make it dark. Your brain is exquisitely sensitive to light. The production of melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body that it is time to sleep, is triggered by darkness. Even small amounts of light from a street lamp, a digital clock, or a television can disrupt this process and prevent you from getting into the deepest stages of sleep. The goal is to make your room as dark as possible. Invest in a pair of blackout curtains, or for a simpler solution, wear a comfortable eye mask. Make it cool. Your body's core temperature needs to drop slightly to initiate and maintain sleep. Sleeping in a room that is too warm can interfere with this natural process. Most experts recommend setting your thermostat somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal sleep. The blue light emitted by your phone, tablet, and computer screen is particularly disruptive to sleep. It is a powerful suppressor of melatonin and essentially tells your brain that it is daytime, keeping you in an alert state. Make a simple rule. Your bed is for sleeping only. An hour before you plan to go to sleep, turn off all screens. Charge your phone across the room, not on your nightstand. This not only removes the disruptive light, but also reduces the temptation to scroll when you should be winding down. Habit 5. Know your numbers. Know your story. The final habit is one of knowledge and empowerment. Many of the most significant risk factors for heart disease, including high blood pressure and high cholesterol, are silent. You cannot feel them. The only way to know if you are at risk is to get them checked. Many people avoid this step because they are afraid of what they might find, or because they feel the numbers are too complicated to understand. The habit is to commit to one annual checkup with your doctor, and to learn the meaning of just two key numbers, your blood pressure and your low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. Why knowledge is your most powerful tool. Knowing your numbers is like having a map for your health journey. It tells you where you are starting from, and helps you and your doctor plot the best course forward. Without this information, you are flying blind. High blood pressure, the silent killer, puts constant strain on your arteries, causing them to become stiff and damaged over time. High low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, is the raw material that builds up as plaque inside those arteries, narrowing them and setting the stage for a heart attack. Catching these issues early, before they have caused significant damage, is the key to prevention. When you know your numbers, you can take proactive steps to manage them, often with the simple lifestyle habits we have already discussed. This is not about getting a scary diagnosis. It is about gathering the information you need to write a healthier story for yourself. How to take ownership of your numbers. Make scheduling your annual wellness visit a priority. Put it on your calendar for the same month every year, perhaps around your birthday, so you do not forget. When you get your results, do not just glance at them. Take a moment to understand them. Your blood pressure. This is given as two numbers. The top number is the pressure in your arteries when your heart beats. The bottom number is the pressure when your heart rests between beats. A healthy blood pressure is generally considered to be less than 120/80. Your low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. Think of this as the delivery truck that carries cholesterol through your blood. When you have too many of these trucks, they can get stuck in your artery walls and cause plaque. For most healthy people, a good goal is to have this number below 100. Write your numbers down. Keep a small notebook or a note on your phone and track them from year to year. This allows you to see trends over time. At your appointment, ask your doctor two simple but powerful questions. What is my goal for this number, and what is our plan to get there? This transforms you from a passive patient into an active partner in your own healthcare. Conclusion: your journey starts with a single step. Improving the health of your heart does not require a life of punishing workouts and joyless meals. It is not about achieving perfection overnight. It is about the quiet power of small, consistent, and positive choices that you make every single day. The 5 habits we have explored, taking a short walk, adding one healthy food, practicing a minute of deep breathing, creating a simple sleep sanctuary, and knowing your key numbers, are all designed to be simple, accessible, and sustainable. They are interconnected.
The walk helps you manage stress, the good food gives you the energy for the walk, the deep breathing helps you sleep better, and the good night's sleep gives you the mental clarity to make healthy choices the next day. Do not feel that you need to master all 5 at once. Pick the one that feels easiest or most appealing to you, and start there. Take a 10-minute walk after lunch today. Add a handful of almonds to your afternoon snack. Tonight, charge your phone across the room. The journey to a healthier heart begins not with a giant leap, but with a single manageable step. Take that step today.